Welcome to the PGA West Mountain Course in La Quinta, California. Jon Rahm just recently won the American Express that was played on the course right next door, the Stadium Course. Both courses are open to the public and both are a must-try if in the Palm Springs area. I've been wanting to play here for a while now and I finally got to. Not much of a spoiler alert to say that this course beat me up, but I still had a lot of fun playing here with my wife and in-laws. Now, starting off the round with that hideous tee shot, it's always nerve-wracking teeing up next to the starter and a group just behind you, all the while you're trying to record. The first hole has an extremely long bunker that covers almost the entire left side. I thought it would take too long to cross the bunker and look for my errant tee shot, so I just took a drop to speed things up. So not off to a good start at all. Now, would it help to tell myself that I wasn't able to warm up at all and that this was right after driving almost 2 hours to get here? Now, one of the things the starter would tell you about the course is that there are quite a few elevated greens and that you absolutely do not want to be short when approaching, so should always club up. I took his words to heart and clubbed up on approach shots, but that doesn't matter at all when I just keep chunking shots. So after taking forever to get on the green, I end my misery with an opening round quad. Now the second hole is a long par 3 with a body of water all along the left side. I go ahead and absolutely crush my tee shot. It lands on the green, but with no stopping power, it just keeps rolling to the back fringe. Now I'm chipping scared after that first hole, so I chip it too conservatively, leaving me with a very long par putt. Now it was a decent effort putt, but just wasn't the right line. I take a bogey and move on to hole number 3. Next up is a short par 4. I use my sub 74 hybrid and stripe one down the fairway. That doesn't happen too often, so I gotta savor those. Only 131 to the flag, playing about 138 with the elevation. I kept thinking about what the starter said about being short, so I club up a bit too much. I hit my 9-iron flush and send my ball past the flagstick. Also, as you can hear, my mother-in-law is my greatest cheerleader. Hard to tell from here, but it was a bit downhill. I tried to land on the fringe first to kill the speed, but it lands right at the edge of the green, sending my ball well past the hole. Setting up for my par putt here, it was another good effort putt, and I can't be mad at that bogey. Hole 4 is a really neat par 5. You're teeing off right next to the mountain. It's a dogleg left, so if you can hit a nice draw, it would be perfect. But I don't have that shot in my bag. But I do, however, have a terrible push and slice. My ball goes way right and lands in an unfortunate spot along a hill. I just try to bump this out to the fairway, but man, what were the chances of hitting those skinny palm trees? With me, it's always 100% it seems. Another bad lie, but at least I have a better line. I hit another iron to try to get back on the fairway. My fourth shot is 114 yards to the flag. I use my gap wedge here to approach, but I hit a bad shot and push it way right of the green. And there's overdramatic Andy with the club drop. Definitely Oba. Fifth shot already and still not on the green. Just need to chip this on, but no, I thin it and send the ball to the other side of the green. Please just make it stop. There you can see the group behind us waiting for me. I use my putter off the green to get it as close as I can. I get it into what should be easy tap-in range, but you know how I like to complicate things. I miss the putt for double and take a triple. Now at this par 3, I don't listen to the starter's tip of clubbing up. I stupidly don't club up and proceed to hit it short and land on the greenside bunker. These next series of shots is the visual representation of despair, depression, and I guess you could say a little bit of determination. Now I don't film my first putt, so I'm putting for 6 here. Another close tap in range, but hey, Let's get another quad. Why not? It's hole number 6 and I'm already at plus 13. I didn't want to go too far, so I tee off with a 5 iron. I hit it perfectly and have it land on the number that I wanted. It's 112 to the flag. I learned from my mistake and I club up to a pitching wedge here. But it ends up not mattering because I top it, end up in the worst spot possible along the steep slope. Now at that angle you can't see anything, so I just softly bump the pitching wedge onto the green. It ends up rolling out past the flag onto the fringe. Now I'm not risking another bad chip, so I putt this off the fringe and get it close enough so I could tap it in for the bogey. This par 5 has water on the right. Really risky of me to use driver here since my default miss is a slice. Now I do slice it, but the banana slice helps me out and I avoid the water ending up on the fairway. So I plan to just get on in 3. So 2 wedge shots with my 48 degrees should do just that. I aim a bit left to avoid the water, but it does end up being a bit too much left as it lands on the rough. 116 yards to the flag, my plan is working perfectly, but I didn't account for the chunk. It's well short of the green, and now I have a tough chip to try to get on the dance floor. I take too much off that chip, which leaves me with a putt all the way from downtown. Got a long lag putt here, but I get some good speed on it, and it ends up in a comfortable tap-in range distance. It's a bogey on a par 5, but it's still better than the triple I got on the last one. So another really bad tee shot with my driver. It sails way left. It would have been too troublesome to get over there, so I just decided to drop next to my wife's crushed drive. It's 145 out and I hit another flush 9 iron. This might be the shot of the day. I landed on the green, pin high. Now did I use pin high correctly? I actually don't really know what that means. I have a chance at par here even after a drop, but the ball breaks away earlier than I anticipated, missing it just right. I go ahead and take a bogey on hole number 8. At the last hole of the front 9, really want to head to the turn on a good note. Now I smash this drive the wrong way. It flies way right into another dimension. So I have to take yet another drop. This time next to my father-in-law's drive. It's a tough approach shot at 160 yards out. I use my 7 iron and I catch it slightly thin. It heads to the target line though and rolls onto the green past the flag. Now I've been putting pretty well from the fringe, but not this time. I chunk my putt and my ball dribbles slowly away. The ball is in 2-putt territory. My putt for bogey is offline and I have to take a double to end the first 9 holes of the mountain course at PGA West. Boo. So yeah, not really off to a great start at this beautiful course. Not a par in sight. Now I do think if I were to play here again, I could score a lot better. I think playing a wish list course for the very first time and trying to film makes it tougher than usual. But I think I'm just looking for excuses at this point as I stare down my scorecard of 18 strokes over on the front 9. Yikes. Anyways, it was a really bad front 9. We'll see if I right the ship or crash further into the rocks.